sit in my ride, thinking about you. Drive through the night, I got nothing to lose. Strobe city lights, they can tell me the truth. Tell me what I should do, I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose, thinking about you. Drive through the night, I got nothing to lose. Strobe city lights, they can tell me the truth. Tell me what I should do, I got nothing to lose. I sit in my ride.
Number 2, second win of the season as well. Pacey Wygent rolling off turn 4. Pacey Wygent, third career Di9 Designs NAOR Series win. A little bit swirly there. He's going to be all right. Ryder moving to the outside. Andrew Chapman coming. They're wrecking in the back. Hard hit for a couple of these drivers. Enriquez moves in front of Chapman. It's going to be a drag race to the line there. 3 wide. Make that almost 4 wide. Chapman, Wygent. It's going to be Andrew Chapman with the win here at Talladega. Welcome to the Di9 Designs NAOR series here at Watkins, Glen for some road course racing. I'm Josh Coppernell, and right now, just kind of solo in the booth. But looking forward to this one. Should be pretty exciting. Watkins Glen always produces some good racing. And it is one of my favorite road courses to watch, to race. And I think we're going to see a good show tonight. Currently, Jonathan Parker, P1 on the speed charts. Of course, he won a few weeks ago at the Charlotte Roval. The only other road course these guys have ran so far. And Jonathan Parker, he was a little optimistic about that one. But he dominated the race. Got it done. And never looked back. Right now, looking to get yet another one on the road course. Currently your top 5, Jonathan Parker, Austin McGill, Jamil Hawkins, Nick Kapiak, and Noah Blackwell. And Jamil Hawkins, actually I say that, Jamil Hawkins moves up to P number 2 on the speed charts, a 1:10.770. Only other driver to get into the 110s. Jonathan Parker, a 110.675. Everybody else has ran a 111 or slower. So that was a pretty good lap there by Jamil Hawkins. See if he is able to compete with Jonathan Parker. Nineteen drivers so far have turned a lap time. And one thing I did notice was Austin McGill had disconnected from the session. I don't know if McGill is coming back, but if you guys remember, last season we had a doubleheader at Suzuka. Austin McGill won one of those races, and Zachary Wareham won the other one. Both of those drivers making their first starts in the league that night for that doubleheader. Both those guys slide job regulars on Tuesday nights. Of course, that series is on their off season right now. Austin J. McGill, he's fast at the road courses. If he comes back, see if he's able to give some noise in this race. Maybe get his second win in the series. Donnie Kite, currently sitting P6 on the practice charts. He's first top 5, I believe, came in the Suzuka races doubleheader last season. And Donnie Kite, he's really started to shine the last few weeks, running up front a lot. Did a great job. Sliding a little bit through the carousel. Now Donnie Kite back on NASCAR League days, at least in NASCAR 15, and I believe the Heat Series as well, although I didn't pay much attention to his overall Heat stats on NASCAR Heat, but you know, I remember NASCAR 15, whenever he came to a road course, Donnie Kite was, if he was in the field, he was pretty much the one to beat. And it was more just a race for second place than it was for, you know, the lead. Of course, NASCAR video games and iRacing, they drive so differently. You know, they're not comparable at all. But you see the success he's really having, and I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before Donnie Kite gets that first win here on iRacing. Struggling a little bit here as practice winds down, but P6 on the speed charts, that's it's not bad so far. Jake Millsap and Jose Ruiz. A little bit behind Donnie Kite. Ruiz struggling. Getting grip down. Running really wide there in the carousel. Looks like Jake Millsap spun off of turn 7. Last turn before the main straightaway. Take you to the start-finish line. This track has 7 turns. Of course, the bus stop down the back straightaway as we're watching John Osborne go through the bus stop. Through the long right-hander known as carousel. Turn 6, left-handed 90-degree turn. And turn 7, 90-degree right turn. Turn 1, it is a struggle to get into a lot of times. See drivers get off into that runoff area, as was the case for John Osborne. You just carry so much speed going down the front stretch there, and can cause trouble if you miss your braking zone. So we watch Chase McGuire missed turn 1, but he's able to recover. Now sliding a bit through the S's. Now riding on board with Jose Ruiz. All right, so it is under a minute left in practice as we're going to hop into qualifying here soon. I'm going to go ahead and give you my pick to win. And I think I think Jonathan Parker gets it done. He is always fast. Of course, won the latest race that, of course, as mentioned earlier. But, I also want to mention, I think one to watch is Di9. Like I said earlier, I was talking about him. He's sitting P6 on the practice charts. I think he's puts together a really good race. I think he finishes inside the top 5 tonight. So that's going to do it for practice. And we are going to transition over to qualifying. And I am seeing... Looks like Jamil Hawkins was the first one out on track. Hawkins is going to miss the bus stop. Now across the line, Jamil Hawkins is going to start his first qualifying lap. Hawkins really pushed hard getting into that bus stop on his warm-up lap. See if he is able to correct that mistake. Much better job through the bus stop. A little really wide through the carousel though. Off turn 6, now through 7. Jamil Hawkins is going to be the first to cross the line. And it is a 1:11.340 for the number 4 machine. Jonathan Parker on track, going through the carousel right now. See if Parker, what his lap time will be. That was actually just start to his qualifying time. So we go back to Jamil Hawkins. A 1:11.124 for the number 4. And that's what drivers are going to have to beat currently if they want to win the pole. It's Jonathan Parker through the bus stop on lap number 1. Fastest driver in practice earlier. Coming through turn 7. It's going to be a 1:10.749 for Jonathan Parker. That puts him P1. Jonathan Parker seeing if he can improve. Although I'm not so sure he would have to improve. Only 2 drivers. One ran a lap time in the 1:10s during practice, and it was himself and Jamil Hawkins. So far, only 5 drivers have taken a qualifying lap. So Jonathan Parker is going to come off turn 7. And does he improve? He does not. A 1:10.918 for Jonathan Parker. So we have a special guest here with us. And not racing tonight, but normally you're in the car racing with these guys, but welcome, Michael Morgan.
Hey, how's it going? Doing all right tonight, Josh?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Looking forward to this race. So Jose Ruiz, currently the only driver on track. Just a little over a minute left in qualifying. Ruiz currently P11. 8 seconds off of pole time. See if Ruiz is able to improve any. As Ruiz is going to go through the final corner and down the front stretch. And P4, a 111.948 for Jose Ruiz. So a big improvement out of that number 23 machine. And that's going to do it for qualifying, it seems, as there's only 30 seconds left, and I don't see anybody else on track. And even if somebody else went out on track right now, there's not enough time to get around. So, I mentioned earlier who my pick to win was. Michael, any driver that's on your radar who you think might win this race?
Well, I was watching them earlier, and I would probably say the number 4 car, Hawkins, probably has a really good chance here tonight.
I like that pick. I think, even though I picked Jonathan Parker, I feel like if anybody can give Jonathan Parker a run for their money, I do think it'll be Jamil Hawkins. So we take a look at our start. There we go. Take a look at our starting grid. Starting on pole is going to be Jonathan Parker. Jamil Hawkins will start P2. Noah Blackwell starts from the 3rd position. Jose Ruiz in 4th. Zachary Meredith starts in 5th. Chase McGuire in 6th. Nathan Lehman 7th. John Osborne 8th. Josh Arnold will start 9th. Jimmy Mensch rounds out the top 10. Then we have Donnie Kite starting in 11th. Austin J. McGill scheduled to start 12th. Nick Kapiak at 13th. Mike Campbell 14th. Jared Wilson in 15th. Justin Quimby in 16th. Cole Snyder 17th. Jake Millsap in 18th. And Kyle Tubb will round out the field in 19th. And yeah, I do not believe Austin McGill is here.
I think we might have lost Happyack as well here.
I see Happyack on the grid.
Oh, yeah? Maybe he made it back in.
Yeah, so I believe this is weird. It is saying Happyack is out. But I see him on the grid. McGill and Wilson. I am not seeing. Now it is just McGill. iRacing telemetry at its finest. So, 60 laps here tonight will make up the difference for this race. Appears to be 18 drivers battling it out for see who can win at Watkins Glen. No stage breaks. Only cautions will be thrown if a track is blocked or 3 or more cars go off the track from a single incident. Single car, double car spins will not count as a caution. And remember, these guys, they can end under caution because there are no green-white checkers. Drivers will be parked if they go 5 or more laps down. Second road course race of the season. We ran earlier at the Charlotte Roval. That race won by Jonathan Parker, driver the number 92, who is starting on the pole tonight. So we get ready to come to the green flag. Pace car is leading them through turn 7. And will now hit the safety of pit road. And green flag is waving. We are underway here at Watkins Glen. And a great start from Jamil Hawkins. But did not get a very good run off of turn 1. Noah Blackwell capitalizing and going up to P2. Jamil Hawkins looking like he's trying to find an opening. Just not close enough right now.
Looks like we're single filing out back here.
I saw a little bit of double file back here. It was Donnie Kite, Jimmy Mensch, John Osborne, and Jared Wilson side by side. Jared Wilson gonna run wide through 1. Oh man, John Osborne got loose, and was that Jake Millsap in the grass? Jamil Hawkins has gotten around Noah Blackwell to reclaim second place and start to drive away from Noah Blackwell just a little bit. Zachary Meredith has moved up a position. He's up to P4. Nick Kapiak making a move on Nathan Lehman for a position. So far, it has been Jonathan Parker running away with this. Jamil Hawkins, though, a little bit faster than Jonathan Parker that last time by. About 2/10 is the difference between Parker and Hawkins. 2.5 seconds, though, separate the two drivers. As it is a long train of single file. Looks like Donnie Kite might have missed the exit. Well, they bus stop a little bit, running wide. Kite currently in 10th after starting 11th. So Michael, you came off a top 10 last time out, finishing in 10th place. I believe one lap down.
Mm-hmm. That was a real fun track for me. I had a lot of fun on that one.
Does that help boost confidence at all? You know, finishing in 10th. Just pretty new to this racing on iRacing.
For sure, I go into it, you know, mainly I just want to get through the race intact, you know what I mean, clean. And to be able to do that and get 10th place was, I enjoyed that. That was real fun.
Of course, that race was at the Legacy Texas Motor Speedway. In my opinion, the fun one to drive on. Lot more speed carried in that at that track than the newer version of the track. Oh, Jose Ruiz struggled there through the bus stop. He went through the grass on the exit of the bus stop. Just lost 3 positions. Maybe even 4 positions. Donnie Kite getting around Josh Arnold. Kite is gaining on Lehman a little bit. Back here. Looking at Josh Arnold, currently sitting 9th after losing the position to Donnie Kite. Of course, Arnold was able to gain a position from Jose Ruiz, but then ultimately lost that position he gained right back. So still 9th for Josh Arnold, but Ruiz is closing in just ahead of him. Donnie Kite, as mentioned, he was catching Nathan Lehman. Well, he's there. Kite, be patient right now, but he has been looking. Kite and Lehman have caught up to Chase McGuire. And start bringing a lot of drivers. As if these guys weren't already close enough. Nathan Lehman off track. Donnie Kite goes around the outside to get around. Donnie Kite gets loose off of 7. Kite's going to have to give up a couple of positions. Maybe even another one as Ruiz coming on that outside line. I think turn 1 braking zone saved Kite there, but Ruiz still putting the pressure on Donnie Kite. And now Kite trying to put pressure on Josh Arnold. Chase McGuire holding off Nathan Lehman right now. This is battle for P6. And there's about 7 drivers within striking distance. Nathan Lehman able to get around Chase McGuire. And now Donnie Kite. He's looking into the bus stop. That's a dangerous place. There's going to be contact right in front. Josh Arnold off track. Was that contact with Chase McGuire? Take a look here and see what happened on the replay. McGuire had to check up not to get into the Lehman, and that put both drivers onto the runoff. McGuire hit the inside wall. And was able to get it back going, but very costly for McGuire and Josh Arnold.
Gonna set them back a little bit, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, Jonathan Parker has caught and lapped Justin Quimby. So far, 11 laps complete. It's been the Jonathan Parker Show. Parker leads Hawkins, Blackwell, Meredith, and Happyack. We're going to go JCTV side by side. Don't go anywhere, because you will not miss a thing.
Langley,
Hey guys,
Lanier,
it's Jonathan.
Martinsville.
Here at JCTV, we currently broadcast 3 series. On Tuesdays, you'll catch the Slide Job Racing League featuring drivers such as Dalton Kilroe, Dane Cruz.
Mondays beginning June 19th.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from JCTV. Here at JCTV, we currently broadcast 3 series. On Tuesdays, you'll catch the Slide Job Racing League featuring drivers such as Dalton Kilroe, Dane Cruz, and Jonathan Parker.
And real quick, we are 3 wide for the race lead. Hawkins, Wygent, Hapiak, they went 4 wide for a moment with a lap car.
On Fridays, you'll see the NAOR series featuring Nick Hapiak, Chris Wright, and Josh Arnold. As that happens, here comes the 5 through the middle right now. He's going to force the issue and take it 3 wide.
4 wide!
God.
What a move by Justin Durand to go to the race lead!
On Saturdays, you can find the In the Pit News Truck Series featuring Justin Durand, Zach Probst, and Ethan Fonseca Moreno. To book JCTV for your own league, please visit us at jctvracing.com and contact us for a booking. Remember, race fans, you can always watch racing live or anytime over at JCTV's YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly, right there with you, Josh. Where did this 6 car come from? He was just back there battling for, I believe it was probably 7th or 8th position, and now he's up here battling for the lead. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead.
Oh man, this is tight. It's going to be Hapiak who has an advantage over Meredith and Parker.
It's going to be a drag race. Wow! They touch! Craven got him! It's over. Cinderella Vane is going to win the Daytona 500. Back to the line. Dark crash. Here they come. Checkered flag. Harvick. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
He's going to pull that low. He's going to clear low. And I think it's going to do it. Andrew Chapman is leading the race, coming to 3 and 4 for the final time. How about that to open the season? Andrew Chapman's going to win it here at Atlanta.
And it is going to be career win number 3, Kyle Tubbs.
For the lead, we're going to be 3 wide for the lead.
Oh man, this is tight. And we are back here at Watkins Glen International for the Di9 Designs NAOR Series race. Second race of the season at a road course. And right now we are watching the battle for P6. Nathan Lehman leads or holds P6. Jose Ruiz, Donnie Kite, and Jared Wilson all within striking distance of wanting it. So Ruiz actually going to make that move, and he's going to make it look easy heading into the S's. That puts Nathan Lehman right there within the sights of Donnie Kite. Kite going to look to the inside, and Lehman's going to let him have it. It can be really sketch going side by side into the bus stop, and doesn't work too often. So great move there from Nathan Lehman, just letting Kite have it. Right here, your race leader, Jonathan Parker. He's got just about a 5-second lead over Jamil Hawkins. Parker has led every lap so far in this one. He is he's not missed a beat from last road course, and right now Parker needs this as well. Parker has struggled over the last few weeks. I mean, ever since his race win at the Charlotte Roval, we had the off week. The week after that, that was for Memorial Day weekend. A lot of the NAOR guys met up for the 600, including myself. Talladega, Jonathan Parker was involved in an early wreck. Struggled in that one. Nashville Fairgrounds, he won the pole. Lap 1, turn 1. He was in the wall. And got DNF in that one. Texas, very early on, involved in a wreck. Was able to recover, finished top 5, but he definitely wanted that one back, those early race struggles. So right now, this race going the way Jonathan Parker wants it to go. And while I'm talking about the schedule, and I'll remind everybody later, the next 2 weeks are off. We were going to run Kansas next week, but Kansas has been moved to July 28th. So July 7th and June 30th and July 7th are both bye weeks. We return July 14th at Phoenix. And there are only a few races left until we get into the Season 13 tournament, where we will crown a champion. Jose Ruiz battling with Nick Kapiak. This is for P5. Ruiz looking to the inside. Not close enough to make that move. So while we're talking about him, Nick Kapiak. See on the logo, JS, Juicy Spider. A lot of our, all of our video commercials and a lot of graphics have come from Juicy Spider. Nick Kapiak is one half, and Micah Morgan, you're the other half. So tell us a little bit about Juicy Spider.
So we initially started off just playing video games and stuff, just in general. And so we made a YouTube channel and got to practice and doing editing and everything like that. And I started messing around with a 3D program. And that's where we get all our logos and stuff from. That way we can get those nice 3D looking shots and stuff. And we've got lots of stuff planned for the future. It's going to be great. And as we learn, things is just going to get better. But yeah, Juicy Spider Gaming is our YouTube channel. And you guys should check it out.
You guys do a lot of Sea of Thieves as well. Something that I knew nothing about until hearing about Juicy Spider and talking to you guys.
Yeah, and that's a pirate game. Just go on there and be a pirate, take out other boats and collect treasure and meet random people, and stuff's pretty funny.
It actually sounds a lot of fun. Something that I have been interested in checking out, but have yet to do so.
It's definitely worth it. I recommend it. It's pretty fun.
Nick Capiat going to hand the position to Jose Ruiz. So Ruiz moves into the top 5. Currently P5. No Blackwell still running in 3rd place. Your top 3 have not changed at all. Once Jamil Hawkins was able to reclaim 2nd place off of the race start. So Jonathan Parker, Jamil Hawkins, no Blackwell. Still 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Zachary Meredith qualified in 5th. Has been running in 4th. But Ruiz closing in. Ruiz started 4th. And he wants his 4th back. As Ruiz gonna go around Zachary Meredith. Jose Ruiz back to B4. And gonna get a little sideways there, it looked like. But continuing on. Jonathan Parker still leading this race, has led every lap so far. Donnie Kite, Nathan Lehman, Jared Wilson, these guys cannot get away from each other. Donnie Kite, P7. I mentioned earlier, he's one I think is one to watch. I predicted him to get a top 5. Currently 7th, not even halfway through this race yet. So still lots of time. If my prediction is correct, Donnie Kite's able to get into 5th. But Nathan Lehman had a moment there, entering the S's. Getting sideways. And now Jared Wilson gonna try to make a move. They're gonna be side by side. Lehman backs out of it, and Wilson caught the grass a little bit, able to recover. That could have been a very scary moment for not only Wilson, but Lehman, too. Zachary Meredith is just ahead of Nick Hapiak. Hapiak is up 6 positions from where he started. Hapiak wants to get into the top 5.
Definitely picked up some places from the beginning.
Yeah, Hapiak is a pretty solid road racer himself. Is a little mistake there through the bus stop. I swear, every time I start talking about Hapiak, he has issues. Already has told me to quit picking him as my pick to win. Josh Arnold having those issues earlier in the race with contact from Chase McGuire. Arnold is P12. A little mistake there in turn 1. Kyle Tubb sitting 13th. Looking to take 12th from Josh Arnold, and not too far behind is race leader Jonathan Parker. See just in the background there is a car approaching. That is your race leader. So far, Chase McGuire has retired from this race. Mike Campbell has as well. And I think Justin Quimby might have as well retired from this race. Jonathan Parker, as he approaches the halfway mark, has led every lap so far. The closest anybody has been to him was when the green flag dropped. Otherwise, he's had a gap between himself and second place, and pretty decent sized gap as well. Watkins, I mean, he's running very similar lap times. He's not letting Parker get too far out there, but you know the gap is about 5 seconds right now, 4.7. So Watkins, I wouldn't write him out. He still has a very good opportunity. Oh, Blackwell started this race third, still sitting third. Got up to second on the opening lap, and then quickly dropped back down to third after Watkins was able to get around. These guys not on the lead lap, but they're battling. Jake Millsap, John Osborne. Millsap ahead of Osborne, and What an entry in a turn one both these drivers had. They've got Jose Ruiz right behind them. Ruiz has been very fast this last few laps. He's back up to P4 where he started after losing some positions early on. Zachary Meredith, P5, has been top 5 all race. Donnie Kite, Nick Kapiak, Nathan Lehman, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Kite actually just was able to get around Kapiak to put himself in the 6th position. So Donnie Kite up yet another spot. Nick Kapiak and Nathan Lehman, they're battling for 7th now. Kapiak started outside the top 10. 12th. Worked his way up to where he is now. Doing a great job. And Jonathan Parker and Jamil Hawkins, they hit the halfway point in this race. They come pit road. Noah Blackwell has entered pit road as well in the background. And Jonathan Parker is off and away. Jose Ruiz was very close to getting out ahead of Jonathan Parker. Of course, Ruiz still out on track, did not pit. Jonathan Parker still out front. So I'm guessing a lot of these guys are going to pit, being that it is the halfway point in this race. And that is the case. Jose Ruiz coming down pit road. Zachary Meredith, Donnie Kite, Jared Wilson. All those guys entering pit road. So we watch Zachary Meredith, Donnie Kite, they're going to be side by side exiting pit road. Kite's able to get around Meredith. And bad news for Jamil Hawkins. He's back down pit road. And I believe Hawkins might have just left.
wondering if maybe accidentally didn't take tires the first time.
I'm wondering if he sped. I do believe tires went on his car the first time. Wondering if he sped and had a black flag for speeding. So we are just past halfway. Jonathan Parker, Nathan Lehman, Noah Blackwell, Josh Arnold, and Jose Ruiz makes up the top 5. We're going to take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because we're going side by side.
Yeah, exactly, right there with you, Josh. Where did this 6 car come from? He was just back there battling for, I believe it was probably 7th or 8th position, and now he's up here battling for the lead. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead.
Oh man, this is tight. It's going to be Afyak who has an advantage over Meredith and Parker.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from JCTV. Here at JCTV, we currently broadcast 3 series. On Tuesdays, you'll catch the Slide Job Racing League featuring drivers such as Dalton Kilroe, Dane Cruz, and Jonathan Parker.
And real quick, we are 3 wide for the race lead. Hawkins, Wygen, Afyak, they went 4 wide for a moment with a lap car.
On Fridays, you'll see the NAOR series featuring Nick Hapiak, Chris Wright, and Josh Arnold. As that happens, here comes the 5 through the middle right now. He's going to force the issue and take it
4
3
wide! 4 wide!
God.
What a move by Justin Durand to go to the race lead!
On Saturdays, you can find the In the Pit News Truck Series featuring Justin Duran, Zach Probst, and Ethan Fonseca Moreno. To book JCTV for your own league, please visit us at jctvracing.com and contact us for your booking. Remember, race fans, you can always watch racing live or anytime over at JCTV's YouTube channel.
Langley, Late Air, Martinsville. The blend of JCTV Prestige take late models out at these southern tracks for the All-Star Summer Championship. Mondays beginning June 19th.
back live here from Watkins Glen International. Just saw Donnie Kite get around Jose Ruiz, put Kite into the 3rd position. Donnie Kite has been on fire these last few laps. Jonathan Parker has still led them all. Has had no competition. There are 23 laps to go. Still a long race. These guys, they won't leave each other alone. John Osborne, Jake Millsap. Last time we saw these two, they were side by side battling, and they're still battling. John Osborne a little bit ahead of Jake Millsap, but we just saw right behind Jonathan Parker, these guys side by side, and now Millsap's going to go wide to allow Cole Snyder to pass. Snyder currently P9. Cole Snyder had to serve an EOL to start this race. Post-race penalties from Texas. Cole Snyder had to start this race with an EOL. I believe it was originally going to be a pass-through, but they ultimately just decided on an EOL instead. Go back to these guys, 7th place, Nathan Lehman and Jared Wilson. Got about a couple seconds between those two drivers now, but they have pretty much been giving each other a lot of racing. Nick Kapiak, P6, he's got Zachary Meredith, Jose Ruiz just ahead of him. And Hapiak actually going to lock up his brakes into one. Did a great job not going too far, locking those tires up too much. Save him from going into the runoff area in turn 1 at Watkins Glen. Josh Arnold just behind Nick Kapiak. Arnold is P12, 1 lap down. He had issues earlier with Chase McGuire, as mentioned earlier in the race. Going into the bus stop. Donnie Kite, P3. He's got about 8 seconds between himself and P2, Noah Blackwell. Kite is closing in on Blackwell. Very interested to see if Kite can get up there. Tomorrow night, the Laser Sim Racing in the Pits News Truck Series is off. Donnie Kite sliding through the carousel. That is not at all what he needs. Those tires will get hot, and it could hurt him. later on in this race if they get too hot, wear too much. But yeah, the Blade Sim Racing and the Pitsou's Truck Series, they are on a bye week this week, as a lot of the guys are actually here in Watkins Glen, the real life Watkins Glen, for 6 hours at the Glen. WeatherTech Sports Car IMSA race. Adam Kuhn, Dawson Allen, Brett Bennett, Brian C. Smith, Daniel Sponsky, and others whose names I cannot think of are there. They're actually camping pretty close to the carousel. So no race tomorrow night. They do return 1 week from tomorrow at USA International Speedway. Short track that doesn't even exist anymore, I do believe. And if other drivers are much like myself, when it comes to oval racing, I know for myself, I have not ran a race on that track since I was a rookie several years ago on iRacing, as it's one of the tracks that you start your iRacing oval career, if you will, on Charlotte Motor Speedway in USA with the street stocks. Is a standard for starting iRacing on the oval side of things, and I had a little bit of success there at USA, but that was several years ago, and I've never ran a NASCAR truck there at the track, so it's going to be pretty interesting. I think anybody watching tonight want to see some potentially interesting chaos. That one should be a fun one to race. Donnie Kite still holding his own just ahead of Jose Ruiz and Zachary Meredith. Kite was able to gain these positions from pit strategy. Did a great job on pit road. 14.2 second stop. And I believe that was actually the fastest out of every driver. Jonathan Parker absolutely putting on a clinic. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has touched him. He is taking this race, and I think he's kind of went on autopilot. At this rate, he could catch a movie and go out there, still have a chance to win the race. So Jonathan Parker comes off turn 7. We're 3/4 of the way through this race. 15 laps to go. Parker, Blackwell, Kite, Ruiz, and Meredith. We're going to go side by side for one last time. And when we come back, we'll have coverage all the way to the end.
Langley, Lanier, Martinsville. The blend of JCTV Prestige take late models out at these southern tracks for the All-Star Summer Championship. Mondays beginning June 19th.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from JCTV. Here at JCTV, we currently broadcast 3 series. On Tuesdays, you'll catch the Slide Job Racing League featuring drivers such as Dalton Kilroe, Dane Cruz, and Jonathan Parker.
And real quick, we are 3 wide for the race lead. Hawkins, Wygent, Hapiak, they went 4 wide for a moment with a lap car.
On Fridays, you'll see the NAOR series featuring Nick Hapiak, Chris Wright, and Josh Arnold. As that happens, here comes the 5 through the middle right now. He's going to force the issue and take it
4
3
wide! 4 wide!
God.
What a move by Justin Durand to go to the race lead!
On Saturdays, you can find the In the Pit News Truck Series featuring Justin Durand, Zach Probst, and Ethan Fonseca Moreno. To book JCTV for your own league, please visit us at jctvracing.com and contact us for your booking. Remember, race fans, you can always watch racing live or anytime over at JCTV's YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly, right there with you, Josh. Where did the 6 car come from? He was just back there battling for, I believe it was probably 7th or 8th position, and now he's up here battling for the lead. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead.
Oh man, this is tight. It's going to be Hapiak, who has an advantage over Meredith and Parker.
It's going to be a drag race. Wow! They touch! Craven got him! It's over. Cinderella Vane is going to win the Daytona 500. Back to the line. Dark crash. Here they come. Checkered flag. Harvick. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
You see the 18's going to pull down low. He's going to clear low. And I think it's going to do it. Andrew Chapman is leading the race, coming to 3 and 4 for the final time. How about that to open the season? Andrew Chapman's going to win it here at Atlanta.
And it is going to be career win number 3, Kyle Tubbs.
for the lead. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead.
Man, this is tight. Back here at Watkins Glen International, the Di9 Designs NAOR series. Jonathan Parker, he is almost up to Nathan Lehman's lap. Lehman, who is P7, Happyak, not that far ahead of Lehman, is 6th. And pretty much from there, it's small gaps up to 3rd place, Jose Ruiz. Parker has an opportunity to put almost everybody a lap down. As you've been watching this battle, 4P6 between Lehman and Happyak. White car, the car with the white hood, rather, in the background. That is race leader Jonathan Parker.
These guys will be dealing with some tire wear for these last few laps here too.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys came down pit road about lap 30, which was 22, almost 23 laps ago. And it did cut the race in half, so for these drivers, they have a good feel for what the car will handle, like, you know, as this run continues, these next 8 laps. But, you know, has anybody pushed a little bit harder than what they did that first run? You know, are these tires going to feel different? That's some of the key questions I would have for myself. You know, if I'm in this race, is what have I done different from this run, from the first run? You know, is my car going to handle the same? Or am I going to have to worry a little bit here? Tire wear is definitely a something these guys could be thinking about. Jake Millsap goes a 3rd lap down. And Jonathan Parker right behind Nathan Lehman and Nick Happyak now. As he's crossed the line for 7 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Just a dominating race for this 92. Yeah, I was never actually a big fan of these Gen 6 cars at road courses. I really like the way that the next gen drives at road courses. They are a lot of fun and have made me actually look forward to road courses. You know, as far as me actually driving them, I always look forward to road courses in general. They are fun to watch. When you don't have Jonathan Parker stinking up the show, yeah, no. In all seriousness, these Gen 6 cars, they did not fit my style, or I didn't fit them. I guess you could say. It was a big struggle when it came to road courses. Oh, Nathan Lehman hard into the wall just ahead of your race leader, Jonathan Parker. Lehman is going to pull off to the side to allow Parker on by, and I bet that made his eyes open wide for Jonathan Parker as he's going to go into the grass, have a moment, and what a recovery from Jonathan Parker to not hit that wall coming off of the bus stop. And this is why the race isn't over until it's over. Because Jonathan Parker, he could have just lost this entire race right there. Jonathan Parker just needs 4 more laps. Little struggle there off of turn 1. And I bet he's still catching his breath. That was quite the moment a couple laps ago through the bus stop that it could have been a race-changing moment. With as big of a lead as Jonathan Parker has, he can back down a little bit, take a breath, and focus forward. Just ahead, though, these two battling once again. Donnie Kite has gotten around Jose Ruiz to get back into 3rd place. And Kite's going to have a moment. That brings Ruiz right back. As these guys are nose to tail. Kite missed to the bottom a little bit there through the carousel where Ruiz was right there on the line. But Kite slowly pulling away from Ruiz. It's going to be 2 laps to go for driver number 92. Jonathan Parker, he is catching Meredith, Ruiz, and Kite. And at this rate, I'm wondering if he's just going to ride behind him. Not worry about trying to get past after the moment he had last time trying to pass some cars he was trying to put a lap down. Jonathan Parker comes off turn 7. He's going to see the second flag he wants to see. Now up through the S's for the final time. Parker looking underneath. Zachary Meredith. Gonna put Meredith lap down. Going through the carousel. Two more corners for Jonathan Parker. And off turn 7. The checkered flag is in the air. Barney the flagman waving it. Jonathan Parker finally rebounding to win once again here this season. Parker led all 60 laps. What a night for Jonathan Parker.
Did a great job.
And we're going to watch these two as they come to the checkered flag. Both of them get through the bus stop very cleanly. Donnie Kite holding on so far to that third position. Ruiz, better job into 6th than Kite. I don't think Ruiz is close enough. Off turn 7. Ruiz going to spin it. Hit the inside wall. And Donnie Kite's going to get 3rd. Jose Ruiz is driving in reverse across the line. Ruiz will get 4th. Zachary Meredith will take 5th. But here is your race winner, Jonathan Parker. Not really sure what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. positioning himself, maybe? I'm wondering if he's positioning himself right in front of his pit box to do these burnouts in front of his virtual crew guys. Jonathan Parker celebrating his race win. His dominating race win. So as we look at our official results page, unofficial results page, Jonathan Parker takes the race win. Noah Blackwell finishes in second. Donnie Kite in third. Jose Ruiz fourth. Zachary Meredith finishes in fifth, 1 lap down. Nick Kapiak in sixth. Nathan Lane in seventh. Cole Snyder rebounding to finish in eighth. Kyle Tubb ninth. Jimmy Mensch rounds out the top 10. Josh Arnold, first driver, 2 laps down, finishes in 11th. John Osborne in 12th. Jake Millsap, 3 laps down in 13th. Jared Wilson, 14th, 6 laps down. Jamil Hawkins finishes 15th, 29 laps down. Justin Quimby, 16th, 40 laps down. Chase McGuire, 17th, 49 laps down. And Mike Campbell finishes in 18th, 55 laps down. Austin McGill, he did not race tonight. So he isn't scored as finishing. Let's see if we can get a word with our race winner. Jonathan Parker, the man who absolutely dominated this race. And Parker, you said at the Charlotte Roval that you weren't sure about that one. You were a little bit surprised, went on, dominated that race, won the race. How about tonight?
Yeah, a little bit still hesitancy because I've never liked this track. I was very hesitant going into it, but yeah, I just worked hard to keep my car straight and just kind of let everything else take place. It's just kind of going through practice and trying to learn the track. It's one of those things where it's like it's so hard to go faster, but when you go faster, you just, at least for me, I have a tendency to be able to hit that lap time all the time after that. So I just kind of kept reaching higher and higher, and that's how I got to whatever lap times I was able to run. And after that, my plan for the race was to kind of go 95% because it's really easy to just kill your tires right at the beginning. So I was just taking it easy at the beginning stages of the race, and just kind of everything just kind of went my way today.
Well, I got to ask you, I think it was 6 laps to go. You were putting a couple drivers a lap down, and you had a very scary moment in the bus stop. What was the mindset like right there going through the bus stop?
It looks scary, but it was just such a weird angle, and Nick did nothing wrong. I mean, he was just trying, after he had his just kind of weird moment up the S's, he was just trying to let me go, and I was just because I had never entered on the bottom right there the whole race. I just kind of misjudged it a little bit, so just kind of made a little trip through the grass, and that's all. It was harmless at the end of the day because I wasn't going too fast. I just tried to make sure I backed it down, and that was definitely scary. That wasn't the only scary moments I've had behind lap cars. I don't know if you guys were aware of all of them, but there wasn't that many. I'm saying it like there was 20. There was only a couple, but yeah, it's just the closing rate is just so different. People have such different breaking points at these road courses that you can just kind of craft your own. So I always just make sure when I'm behind people, just lift really early and try to get run off, try and do my thing.
All right. Well, who do you have to give a shout out to? Who helps get it done behind that number 92?
First, I'm going to give a shout out to my computer for blue screening. Like right before I joined the session at 7:35 is when it opened. Yeah, most bizarre thing ever. I guess I need to get a Mart on PC, honestly. But I don't know. I've never had it before, and I didn't get to see the error message. So reset all my settings in iRacing, and I was freaking out. But I just tried to stay calm, try to remember most of it, and I got everything about right. My wheel felt completely different, but I just tried to roll with the punches. So shout out to my computer for being a little bit of a bitch. Now for some positive shout outs. Faith Fight Finish Foundation for being on my car. That's Dak Prescott's foundation. Won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award for the work he does for the foundation. If you want to learn more, go to faithfightfinish.org. This is what that website is. And I'd love to give a shout out to Jared Wilson. He did a pretty good job today. Got in a little bit of trouble at the end. Just made an unforced error. Because I've been racing with him for a while, and I raced under his race team for many different leagues for the longest time now. I appreciate him. He is a lot of help, and he's a lot of fun to try and lab with, if you will. Got a shout out to C2 Graphics, Cameron Caldwell, for making this paint scheme. He did a great job. He makes a bunch of paint schemes for a lot of the things you see on JCTV and a lot of the graphics. Very talented guy. I appreciate him. He's got a lot on his plate, but he does such a good job with it. And shout out to you guys. I see Michael Morgan's in the booth. Spider's here, and that's awesome. I can't wait to go and hear how good of a job he did up in the booth. I'm sure you guys did a great job, but yeah, that's about all my shout outs.
All right. Well, congrats on the race win, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, as next 2 weeks are bye weeks.
Thank you, Josh.
That was Jonathan Parker, your race winner tonight here at Watkins Glen. So, Michael, what are your takeaways from this race? What did you think about it?
Well, it was green flag through the whole thing. There was a couple of bumps and, banging around a little bit, but nothing to throw out the yellow flag. So they really had a green flag race there, and Parker just kept pulling ahead because of it too. It was pretty good little race there.
Yeah, absolutely dominating performance out of Jonathan Parker. Great job to Noah Blackwell for finishing second. He was running pretty well all race long. Donnie Kite, Swell getting third. I'll say, I said early on, I thought he was, one to watch, get into the top 5. He did a great job on pit road, getting up to P3 and just holding on after a battle with those Ruiz. So great job to the top 3 this race. But that's going to do it from us here at JCTV tonight. Like I said, tomorrow night we are off. No race tomorrow night. And then I think our next broadcast is actually Saturday next week. as Slide Job and Coast to Coast are on their off seasons, and as mentioned, NAOR is on a bye week. So next Saturday, 1 week from tomorrow, you can catch the BSR in this new truck series at USA for the first time. There, watching myself try to take on that track. I'm looking forward to that for sure. So, big thank you to Michael Morgan for hopping in booth and joining me, keeping me company here tonight. And thanks to all the drivers, the admins, everybody behind the scenes put this together. I'm Josh Copperl signing off, saying so long, and we will see you next time.